Okay, this is Mike, and today I'm going to show you briefly here on kind of how to save some more money by canning products. Today I'm canning a kind of a homemade beef stew, I guess you'd call it. I had leftover roast and potatoes and carrots, and so I added some barley to it with some other vegetables, and I thickened it up, made a stew thickness out of it. And I've already got 2 of them sitting in here in the liner ready to go. And I have 4 more pints in the pressure cooker, already pressure cooking right now. And so basically, you take your rings and your lids, and you boil them and get them sterilized. And that also helps soften that orange sealing ring on there, so it seals down, properly. And your jars are sterilized. And this little canning kit you can buy, it includes a funnel, and that's a magnet laying there to help you get the rings and lids out of the boiling hot water. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so it's not working real good here. I'm getting down to the last of the pan, so I hope I have enough to fill this last jar up. You always got to leave a little bit of room at the top. They call it head space. You always leave a little bit of head space at the top for expansion when you're pressure canning, I'm sorry. Now what I got here is white distilled vinegar. You use it to wipe down the top of the jar when you filled it and keep it clean. And also, whenever you get your jars out and you get them washed and everything, always inspect the top around the lid there for cracks and splits and chips to make sure you're not going to have any flaws in your jar. That's pretty important. Now why I use white vinegar, I'm not really sure. I just learned that from somebody, probably some 90-year-old gal here in town told me to do that. So I just do that. And this is probably not the actual recommended way of canning, but it's the way I've always done it. I've been taught to do it by somebody. And I've never gotten sick. So, but there's your boiling lid. You put that on there. And you got your ring. It's sterilized too. You put it on there. And when you tighten them down, just kind of spin them down there. And just where they kind of stop. And then set them in your canner there. And sorry for the crudeness here, but I'm trying to do this by myself. And without any help, trying to show you how to do it and stuff. But I got my electric canner here. Now these things here made it really wonderful because I've got an old school canner, and make sure that's locked down. And it's just a pain in the ass having to keep your flame adjusted to get your temperature and your pressure adjusted properly on them old ones. Now with these new ones, you just go here to your pressure set. Pressure adjust on this one's right here. I run up to 80 kPa, which is 20 psi, and then I go to my cook time. On this particular unit, I have to wait till it quits flashing. Then I can adjust my cook time. Now, when I'm using something with a lot of protein in it, like a lot of meat and stuff, I decan it for about 45 minutes. And then when the unit gets done, it'll beep at you. And you see that orange light there on this unit, it'll continue to keep it warm. So you need to push the cancel button down here to stop it from keeping it warm, and then let it depressurize naturally. And you can test that once in a while by you push this little lever right here and see it pops up this deal here. This is your pressure, the sensor control. But if it goes, you still got pressure. So you just wait, you come and check it once in a while after you shut the unit off. And when it quits doing that, then you can safely spin off the top. And then I have a little set of grabbers that came in my set that allows me to pick the jars up safely. Got rubber grabbers on them. You just reach down and grab the jar by its top and take it over and set it someplace where it can cool. And then when it cools, you'll hear it go tunk. And that's the top sealing down, because you can see see it does that. But when it's properly sealed, that will not do that. I'll walk over here and I'll see, here's some stuff I've got canned. I've got ham and beans right here. I got some chili. I've got, this here is like goulash or sloppy joe stuff I get, not goulash, sloppy joe type stuff. And then I got some homemade vegetable soup in there. As you can see, the top on them don't flex, they're down. Where on a new can that isn't sealed yet, you still have that, if you had kids or not, like a baby food jar. All right, well, that's pretty much that. All you can do is have your jars clean, boil your ring and lids, put your stuff in there. It only takes a few minutes to conserve this product. All right, watch for future things. I'll show you more on sealing, milling, and freezing here sometime. Thanks.